We are just off the shores of Lake Erie in downtown Cleveland, Ohio, as we get set for football here at the always rockin' Cleveland Browns Stadium. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Cleveland Browns. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Watson off play action. Sliding out of the pocket. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Watson. And that will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return, and it'll be Titan football. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at the 34. The NFL's 2nd leading rusher in 2022. Here's Derrick Henry. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. At their own 36-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. After the interception, here's Tannehill. That'll be complete to Okonkwo. A big pickup of 38.
Complete to Okonkwo. 38 yards on the play. And the Titans first down.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Henry again on 2nd down. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Titans are able to widen their advantage. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Gold with the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Felton, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And the Titans are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 94 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Go.
Out of the gun to give to Spears. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. That was huge after being behind the chains on 1st down to make this second very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on 1st down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on 2nd down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, stand ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 5.
Go.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Going across the field, he finds Phillips. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Go.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Here's Spears on 2nd down. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, here's Spears. Oh, look at the juke. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
go, here we go.
Henry will take this into the end zone for a Titans touchdown. Well, this has all the makings of a landmark day running the football. He scored 3 times now, and we haven't hit the quarter break.
You think back to Alvin Kamara, Christmas Day 2020, 6 touchdowns, which tied Ernie Nevers, the Hall of Famer. He's halfway there already. Some fancy footwork in the early going.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Browns nothing.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. On the return from his end zone is Grant at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They will start this drive with Ford. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Up the middle they go. Felton. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. A good productive run there on first down. He winds up getting 8. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
That's good for a Browns first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. Felton. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one. And what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 5. And the slot man goes in motion left. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on third down, Watson. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. But that's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Spears. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
18 yards the gain for number 18.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 104 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Here you go, right here.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. That's to the tight end, Wiley. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Tannehill. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Browns are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Here's Watson, option left. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Felton. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there going to take this to about the 10-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To throw is Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Elijah Moore, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns are able to cut into that deficit. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. Throw to the right, caught by Okonkwo. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Out of all the tight ends selected in 2022, I don't think many had Okonkwo leading all rookie tight ends in receiving yards. Forced his way into the team's lineup as the season went on. The starting job, it's all his now.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 118 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line. Tannehill. That's to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 33.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They coming off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable. Yeah,
they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Faking the give. Now Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is going to have a Browns first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. The Browns at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They felt they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room. But they do have to start winning some games.
And a decent game there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Felton. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards there and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They begin with Henry. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
And can he put it aside? Let's find out. On first down, it's Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw, Tannehill. He finds his man, complete. It's Phillips. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25.
And the Titans first down.
Inside handoff, Henry. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
This defense can use some more of these types of plays. I found him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Right.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, and it was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
The kick by Gold is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So able to add on to their first half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue with a fumble and then turning that into 3 points.
Yeah, and more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead.
So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we'll send you down to
Final
Orlando,
adjustments
we'll
being made in the locker room. We're just about to set for the second half from Cleveland. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And the half will begin with a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talk.
He's got a man, complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That goes for a gain of 31.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Tannehill now to throw. And his throw is incomplete. He was he's out there waving his arm saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so. Because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball. And he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Now Tannehill. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And the Browns are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities. And this is a good one right in front of them.
89 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Right back to him on first down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Felton. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On 3rd down, Felton. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's got Njoku over the middle. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it. And the last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
From the 23, here's a 2nd and 4. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Now a give right side. Felton. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 3rd quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Here's Watson. That's complete. Right around the 8. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Christian Fulton. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Henry. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a 1st down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Henry up the middle. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
Go.
On 2nd down, here's a run from Haskins. And he's got some space here. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's a gain of 35.
It's a gain of 35. And the Titans 1st down.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Henry. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Henry out of the pistol. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Here we go, here we go.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now Tannehill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Browns are right back in this football game.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. A good start to the drive. That's caught out on the left side. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Felton. And a pretty quick burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 18 more yards there and another 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 4. Watson off play action. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 17-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson taking it in from the 20. And the Browns go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
Here we go. The Browns will go for 2. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion. And now we're back to a 1-score game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, said, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. This defense really clamping down. Although they're losing the game still, this second half has been theirs.
And they're winning it. I almost equate it to being a boxer. And whenever you see a good fight, the guy who is on his toes and doing the punching, that's the guy who's winning, and that's the way they're going at it defensively now. Much more aggressive in their calls, much more aggressive in their pursuit.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Over the middle, he has Okonkwo. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Let's go.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Off play action, Tannehill. Flushed out right. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the 1st as well. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Hand off to Spears. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Now Tannehill. Going deep for Hopkins. That is intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early, and then you kind of relax a little bit, to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
To throw, Watson. Into the hands of Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. That's going to be taken in by Felton. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Second and 6 coming up.
Hey, 31!
Watson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guy's going downfield to catch the ball. They've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Now Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. The Titans go victory formation down to a knee. And they will take a knee here. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Tannehill to a knee, and that ought to be the final act of this ball game. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.